team, God is beside us. Still ride with a dick in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, legends, by confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19,
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Open man, that's Fulton. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. When you look at the Saints defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Another run here with Benson. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Harris. Open man here is Benson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
2nd and 9 now. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
You're not tracking 60. Liking 18.
Looking to throw. Harris. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Hey, Smash!
They run over center with Benson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Viking 18!
Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Trap 50, trap 50.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and goal, Minnesota.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Here we go.
Benson will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Saints 0.
I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Get to the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to shut it down. Whenever I get your money up, whenever I got put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They begin with a run by Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Shuck. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So on fourth down, Kai Kroger on to punt for New Orleans. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, it takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's second and 10. Back to throw. Harris. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cross. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Viking 18.
Looking to throw. Harris. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Shuck. Dumps it complete to Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Really was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This pass left side to Downs. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
Miller diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week, and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
70 range. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Harris. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Okay, ready? Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. 18 Cardinal. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ridge, trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw. Harris. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Vikings first down.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
Come on. Dragon 60.
Off play action. Harris. He finds his man. Complete. It's Benson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 22.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Harris. Throw left side, complete. That's Mason. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's 4th down and goal.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try.
A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, they took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw now, Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Saints are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
To throw is Shuck. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Gain of 6.
And Randy, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 17 there to New Orleans first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second and 1 now from the 21. A handoff, running left is Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On play action, Shuck. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Shuck. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he is in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Shuck now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
70 Rangers, press all 80.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Vikings
on 1st down, right back to Benson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 8 Warriors, 17.
Operating from the gun, Harris. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Now they'll audible to something else. They'll run with Benson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's a carry for Oliver. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the second quarter as they take the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the... Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cougar 19. Hey, we're gonna do this. Go.
Operating from the gun, Harris. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And here he'll get it down to 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They're off 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
From the shotgun, it's Shuck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Complete to Kendry Miller.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
That's taken in left side by Velo. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Viking 17-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Touchdown! Rondell Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Partner, remember that old film with Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Warriors, 70.
2nd and long. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Riot.
Looking to throw. Harris. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I dare say that these guys would like to give their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. For the last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready up. Let's go now. COVID-19.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. The 20. 5. Touchdown. New Orleans. Kendra Miller with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try to think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
Buckle up, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Harris. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Not only is the slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. Back to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Harris off the play fake. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Dragon 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. He was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Running left is Miller.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The recipe is pretty simple, I think, right? Give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now we've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run it again with Miller.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 3rd and 7.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have in front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 6-yard line. That one good for 33 in the first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3.5. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chris Olave, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Saints 35, Vikings 23.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Open man, that's Felton. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. Harris. He's got Mason complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is knocked away and incomplete, but I think it was a free play. Let's check the call. So they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Back to throw. Harris. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Second and 5.
Here we go. Back to 60. 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They don't command that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
19 sight, 19, press all 80.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
Give a big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Go! Rig, 6, Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Rattle, 18, Rattle. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. Go!
Operating from the gun. Harris. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Oliver, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Vikings 30. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. You get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Saints first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's got it across the midfield straight and into Viking territory.
Well, Parker, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
First down.
At the 60. At the 60.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for New Orleans, it's a win here in their home opener as they